What is going on, guys? Welcome back to ADM Reacts. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a lovely day. Trying out a new camera angle. Just try and make things look a bit better, really. We've got a little bit of a different video today. This is a top 10 music conspiracy video. I wanted to try something a little bit different. See how it does on the channel. You know, I don't always have to react to music, especially when there's nothing really much out there. So yeah, man. I love conspiracy theories. I can imagine this one being a bit cringy because it's from alternative press, so you can just imagine where it's going to go. But yeah, man, top 10 music conspiracy theories. I'm just going to get straight into it. Let's go.
Everyone loves a good conspiracy theory, with one of the most popular beliefs being the idea that Avril Lavigne died and was replaced by a lookalike.
So I was actually speaking about this the other day, and my idea on this is that she's probably just aged and had a bit of work done, or do you know what I mean? Like, it's quite a crazy conspiracy theory.
There are a ton of them circling the music world, and a few make more sense than others. From the blood of Kiss accidentally ending up inside Sports Illustrated, to Stephen King murdering John Lennon. But before we dive too deep into
You don't need to subscribe to that.
conspiracy theories that are absolutely crazy. Number 1. Andrew WK. One longtime circling conspiracy theory involves Andrew WK and how he doesn't actually exist. There are those who believe WK is the product of industry bots who sought to create the
where is he?
ideal frontman. This party-loving...
Didn't he just have that one song called Party Hard or something? And then it kind of got a bit big, and then it just disappeared off the face of the earth.
An always trolling artist has done nothing to dispel the rumors. In 2015, during an interview with Larry King, WK was asked if he was a member of the Illuminati. Not formally, he replied, sending conspiracy theorists into a frenzy.
I mean, like, with that, if you asked if you're part of the Illuminati, would you just say yeah? I think, you know, if he is trolling, if he's just having a bit of a laugh, and, you know, he's going to know that he's going to get some reaction from it. So, fair play to him, really.
In an interview with Larry King, WK was asked if he was a member of the Illuminati. Not formally, he replied, sending conspiracy theorists into a frenzy. The concept often revolves around someone named Steve Mike, who is one of many who supposedly portrays WK and is actually Dave Grohl. Number...
The music's really hang on a minute.
One named Steve Mike, who is one of many who supposedly portrays WK and is actually Dave Grohl.
So, Dave Grohl is Steve Mike, who is also Andrew WK. Yo, Dave Grohl doesn't have time for that, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, if that was Dave Grohl, like, he's got so much talent, so much... I've got to take my headphones off so I can't actually hear myself speak. If I'm Dave Grohl, you've got much more important things to do than bloody pretend to be someone who's had like a one-hit wonder. Surely? Like, you're Dave Grohl, man.
Number 2. Avril Lavigne died and was replaced by a lookalike.
This is a crazy one. Judging by how long this video is, they don't go... I can't imagine them going into too much detail. If you read up about this, people have gone into so much about like this story. It's crazy. Like, people, that the ideas that people have based upon like her dying and being replaced. Like, I guess logically you could say, yo, she's probably just aged. You know, if you look at these two photos here, that's the same person, right? Like, yeah, she's had a bit of work done on her nose and whatever. Like, you can see that. Like, the chin's the same, like the face shape. But like, if you read up about this conspiracy theory, it does actually kind of make a bit of sense. It's a really weird one, man.
There are some crazy details that go along with this one, but to sum up this theory, Avril Lavigne allegedly died in 2003 and was replaced by a lookalike in order.
Let's look at this one.
Died in 2003 and was replaced.
I mean, yo, that's that photo there, I've got chills from that. What the let's just kind of break this down then, shall we? Let's try and make some sense of it. Like, I don't know. It's just a different style. I mean, shaved her head. Yeah, the nose is a little bit different. The lips are a little bit different as well. But like, I don't know.
By a lookalike in order to keep her promising career going. Number 3.
It didn't.
Pete Wentz died in 2010 and was replaced by a clone. Similar to the Avril Lavigne theory, this one has Fall Out Boy's Pete Wentz dying in late 2009 or early 2010. The proof? The narrator for the YouTube channel Dead...
Proof that their base was on is coming off a channel with 10,000 subscribers.
Celebrities and the Illuminati claims overnight he was no longer cute, referring to early 2010. The proof? The narrator for the YouTube channel Dead Celebrities and the Illuminati claims overnight he was no longer cute, referring to how he lost the bangs and eyeliner. The best part about this crazy theory? Apparently, all of Fall Out Boy are dead.
Yeah, their music's dead. But you're basing this off the fact that he's no longer wearing eyeliner. Am I missing the point?
With Wentz being the last one to pass. Number 4. Oh, and everyone in My Chemical Romance is dead too. These death theories just get crazier and crazier. This video claims the Way brothers are actually the Way sisters, Geraldine and Michelle. It also states one time there were real people in the industry, although they were in the minority, but now there's nothing but clones with demons inside. Number 5.
What? Okay, what? So, a video somehow says the Way brothers are sisters, and that's how you're going to base this video. Do you know what I mean? Like, this video's awful. Like, what? I want more information than a video on the internet. Like, a little bit more, I don't know, story, a bit more effort.
Dave Grohl faked his broken leg. In 2015, Dave Grohl broke his leg during a Foo Fighters concert. He later made his return, continuing the tour on a custom-built throne. It didn't take long for some to theorize that Grohl faked breaking his leg to boost ticket sales. Grohl later commented on its premise during a stop on the band's tour. "I'm really into the idea of a conspiracy theory," he continued. "I think it's fucking rad. What if I didn't break my fucking leg? What if I jumped off stage and I fell on the ground and I made it all look like it was a fucking emergency? And then they drag me off to the side and the band keeps playing, and then 10 minutes later, I magically fucking reappear on stage. And then I get somebody else's x-ray of a broken leg, and I make it into a t-shirt, and we make millions of fucking dollars. And I design this fucking awesome throne so I don't have to fucking stand..."
Like, you can tell by her, like, you can tell by her reading this, she's kind of just sat there, like, laughing, because it's just, like, it's kind of ridiculous. And that's what you need to know. Like, yo, if Dave Grohl, it's a genius way of getting more eyes on your like concerts, absolutely. Like, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's Dave Grohl. Who knows? Like, yeah, it's entirely possible. But like, why would you go through the effort?
Up anymore. Imagine that. Number 6. David Bowie predicted the rise of Kanye West. This theory kicks off with David Bowie's 1972 album, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. If you look at the album cover, you'll notice Bowie standing under a sign that says K West. The opening track is 5 Years, which predicts the end of the world unless a Starman comes to Earth and saves us all. 5 years after the album dropped, Kanye West was born. It doesn't stop there. Bowie's final album, Black Star, allegedly confirms West as his chosen successor on the title track by singing, "Something happened on the day he died. Spirit rose a meter and stepped aside. Somebody else took his place and bravely cried, 'I'm a black star, I'm a black star.'" Number 7.
I mean, yo, it's reaching. And, yeah, you know, yeah, it's a weird, it's a weird kind of idea to think that, but like, if you kind of, let's just say David Bowie knew about Kanye West, yeah? Like, there's not enough detail in that to really break down, like, okay, so there's an album cover with Kanye West. It could just be entirely, that could just be coincidence. And like, I feel that the Black Star thing, like, what does that mean? Like, what? I don't know. This video is awful. Like, they're not going into enough detail for me, man. Like, I want to hear more. Like, it's 5 years after the album. I don't know.
The blood of Kiss ended up inside Sports Illustrated. From selling air guitar strings to a casket, Kiss have never been ones to shy away from unique merch and dark humor. This theory puts a new spin on the fact that the band added vials of their own blood to the red ink that was to be used for their super special Kiss comic book in 1977.
Would you be surprised? Like, I hear that. I'm not surprised.
Supposedly, a mix-up caused the blood-tainted red ink to be used in a run of Sports Illustrated magazines instead.
Jeez,
Number 8.
That's crazy. That's mental. Like, your Kiss are crazy, but like...
Mix-up caused the blood-tainted red ink to be used in a run of Sports Illustrated magazines instead.
That's crazy. Could you imagine that? Like, they've just said that there's air guitar strings. Would you be surprised if it was like, let's just put a bit of blood on the ink? Like, is that really a conspiracy? I think that's probably something that they did. And like, that to me doesn't say, oh, this is a wild conspiracy. That just says like, yeah, kids are a bit mental. Yeah, have that for that.
Number 8. John Lennon was killed by Stephen King. This theory surfaces from Steve Lightfoot, who believed horror writer Stephen King was the one to murder John Lennon. His claims come from a photo of Lennon taken the day of the murder, where he's signing an autograph for Mark Chapman, who was convicted for Lennon's murder. Lightfoot believes the man in the photo looks more like King.
Jeez. Okay. So now you're giving me something. Now I'm getting something from this. That's mad. Yeah, I mean, you can see some differences, but like, it's a very close resemblance. That's a wild resemblance, man.
The argument falls in line with the ones where it's believed that the government had a hand in Lennon's death due to his outspoken anti-war stance.
Yo, how many times have you heard about somebody being like, sort of, being disposed of just because they didn't agree with the government? Like, that's something you hear about every other day, or it's something I hear about every other day. Like, that to me doesn't seem too wild. But that photo there, man, that photo there, that's crazy.
Spoken anti-war stance. Number 9. Paul McCartney has been dead for years. This theory dates back to 1969, suggesting the former Beatles member died in the mid-60s. The death was allegedly covered up by hiring a lookalike. The weirdest part? Supposedly, the Beatles began leaving clues for fans to figure out the whole scam. While McCartney has denied the claims, it hasn't kept the belief from continuing to circle to this day.
So I read a conspiracy about the Beatles on their on their Sgt. Pepper album. Somebody had literally broken down like the entire bloody, like, every single pixel pretty much. These like maths to look at shapes and all these sort of hidden messages and codes that are in there. The Beatles, I guess, weren't afraid of stepping out of the boundary and doing something a little bit different. And like, yeah, like, would you be surprised? Like, maybe not deaf, but maybe just to like, do a few like appearances and stuff. I don't know. Like, they had a lot of power, and I guess when you have a lot of power and when you have a lot of sort of eyes on you, you can do things to kind of just, that just doesn't surprise me at all. Like, maybe not to the extent of his death, but maybe just for like a few public appearances. I'm not sure. What do you guys think?
Number 10. Jay-Z is a time-traveling vampire. While there are numerous theories surrounding Beyonce and Jay-Z, one of the craziest is the idea of the rapper being a time-traveling vampire. The concept surfaced after a 1933 photo taken in Harlem found its way to the internet, with one man looking an awful lot like Jay-Z. The rapper wasn't born until December 1969, so clearly the only excuse is that he's a time-traveling vampire.
Obviously. Okay. Yeah. Like, yeah, that does look kind of similar. Like, but how, like, just because somebody looks like somebody doesn't necessarily, do you know what I mean? Like, oh, he's a vampire. This video is horrendous, man. I'm sorry for putting you guys through it. I feel like I'm just wasted, like, 6 minutes of my life. Jesus. Oh, anyway. I haven't really got anything to say about that. Like, two people look similar. Conspiracy. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think of the video? It was a bit naff, wasn't it, really? It was a bit, yeah. I wanted a little bit more, just a little bit more juice in that. It just kind of just skimmed over a lot of topics. Like, the My Chemical Romance one and the Fall Out Boy one are ridiculous. The Avril Lavigne one's got a lot of legs. It's got a lot of, there's a hell of a lot of things about that, which I guess makes it into another video. But like, yeah, there just wasn't really nothing there to be like, oh wow, that's crazy. Like, just people died and because they weren't cute anymore. If you are new around here, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. You can also follow me over on Twitter at ADM Reacts. The link is in the description. See you guys in the next video. Have a lovely day.